professional movie reviews. Mark, a little disclaimer. We're in the current situation of moving, so I don't have any of my decorations up. Coming up in the next couple videos, we're going to be in a completely new place. All better decorations, going to actually look like a decent studio and not a closet. Yes, this is a closet. Anyways, what did you watch today? I watched some new Fear the Walking Dead, not going to review that, but I also watched, boom, Episode 1, Season 6 of Game of Thrones. I'm going to be doing these myself probably this season, but I can't, even without a co-host, I still have to talk about this show, my love-hate relationship with it, and yes, I'm aware I got a mohawk now. It's the summer, you gotta cut all your hair. Okay, first things first, like and subscribe if you haven't done that. Do all the internet stuff, find us on Facebook, whatever. You know all the internet stuff. Do all the internet stuff, follow us. We do a lot of different reviews. It's fun. And subscribe if you haven't. We like having subscribers. They're fun. Okay, what happened this episode? A lot of things happened this episode. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to kind of just do a little breakdown. A quick, non-spoilery 1 through 5. I'm going to give it a rating 1 through 5 right now without any spoils. And then, once that's done, I'm going to open the floodgates to the people who have watched this. I've watched it. If you've watched this, you can watch this entire video. If you watched episode 1, The Red Woman. And if you haven't, just leave as soon as I'm done giving this quick little synopsis. Okay, lots of fun stuff happened. Lots of not fun stuff happened. I can't really tell you anything about it. We get to see Daenerys again. We get to see Cersei again. We get to see what's going on at the wall. And we get to see a little bit of Arya. And also a lot of, or not a lot, but there's my kitty. He's going to be meowing throughout this. He's going to kind of be my co-host, but he doesn't speak English. And we saw a lot of stuff going on at Winterfell with the Starks, with Reek, with, well, not the Starks, but with the Boltons, with Reek, and with Sansa. So, there you go. I can't actually tell you what happened with any of those characters. Did I like this episode? Yeah, alright. I'll give it a positive. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. It was better than average. It was better than not. It wasn't bad. There you go. It wasn't bad. 3 out of 5. Okay, there you go. I'm actually going to talk about shit now. So if you don't want to hear shit, go leave. Click like first and then get out of here. Okay, sweet. I do just want to talk about what's mind-boggling my head right now, so I'm going to immediately skip to the end. What the fuck is going on with the Red Woman with Melisandre? So she... Alright, let's interpret this scene. You've seen this? Alright. Don't watch this if you haven't seen this. Let's interpret this scene. She gets naked in front of a mirror. I first thought she was going to bang Jon Snow back to life. I still want that to happen. Okay, so she gets naked in front of a mirror. Sweet. I'm like, okay, well, of course they're going to make someone get naked. Probably going to be her. So she's staring at the mirror. She takes her necklace off. It goes to the mirror. All of a sudden we see an old lady and it flips back. And now she's all old and naked. And then she lays down in bed. Multiple ways we can interpret this. That it's just a weird vision. She looks into the mirror. She gets a vision about some old thing. That's not how I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it that she's an old lady. Just doing weird Lord of Light powers to look young? I don't know. Is it the necklace? That's another way to interpret it, that the necklace she took off is making her look young, but that seems like a really, I don't know. This seems a little too hocus pocus, magic-y, and I actually don't like it. I'm going to state right now I don't like it. Game of Thrones is usually so real with their magic, and I know that sentence doesn't make sense, but their magic isn't, a lot of it's interpretable. It isn't really magic. It's, shit happens and then shit doesn't happen. It very rarely, except for the resurrections that we haven't seen on the show that happened in the book, not a lot of real hardcore magic really goes on. Sure, she let a bunch of leeches on fire and then a bunch of people died, but those people could have died anyways. They were wanted by multiple people to die I'm not going to call that magic. They let a little kid on fire, then the snow's cleared. Okay, that one was kind of weird, but the snow's could have cleared anyways. They don't have a good meteorologist to tell them if it's going to last. You don't know anything about... There's no weathermen in Westeros. Westeros weathermen. That'd be a good job. But they don't exist. So, all the magic has been kind of interpretable till now. So, I don't really like this. I have no idea what they're going for, but if she's an old lady with either a necklace or something that keeps her looking young and Melisandre looking, then alright, I'm going to need more explanation before I'm actually going to like that. But that's going to be something that really knocked it down, and it's bugging me. It's bugging me a lot right now. Not that I don't know why I held this up. It's not the reason I'm drinking. I'm drinking because it's delicious. But it's bugging me. Okay, moving on. Tell me if it's bugging you. Moving on, let's just go backwards. Arya is blind. Shit goes up. They fight. So is she in like some Daredevil training? Because she's all blind and she's like, alright, listen to me, hear me, fight me, bye. And I'm like, she gonna become like Stick or Daredevil or something? Because that'd be really fun. I like that. I like that idea, and I also like that she kind of just got kicked out of the House of Black and White or the Many-Faced God place, and then but they're still kind of like training her. I'm curious. It makes me really curious of what's going on with that situation. So, that wasn't bad. That was awesome. Alright, let's talk about Jon Snow. Davos is kind of my favorite character of this episode. Definitely. Definitely my favorite character. It was a really good scene. And did anyone else laugh at this when Thorin's like, I'll let everyone free. Whoever puts their sword, we can't trust you now. You just killed your Lord Commander. You think we're gonna be like, oh, he's a man of his word. You just murdered your Lord Commander. Fuck off with your promises, dick. Like, what? Okay. Yeah, Davos was really sweet. I did like that. I like that they got the wolf on their side. I actually, that's all I got. I still don't know what they're gonna do with Jon Snow. I know the longer, at least the way it's worked in the books with the people that were resurrected, like Stoneheart, the longer they're dead, the more like away from their personality they're gonna get. And at least that was the case with Lady Stoneheart. And if you don't know who that is, I'm not gonna explain it. It's a big book spoiler. I don't think they'll ever do it in the show, but I'm not gonna explain it. Yeah, so if they're going to resurrect him, they should fucking do it. They should get on that. And not for my sake, not for the fans' sake, because his brain's probably going to be mush. He's being dead for a very long time. I don't like that. Also, out of the couple ways that they could have resurrected Jon Snow, I now see that they didn't do one of them. The ways they could have resurrected Jon Snow, at least that I know about, Melisandre. They haven't done it yet. Melisandre can still breathe the Lord's light into her mouth, or into his mouth, or whatever. They can figure it out. Just like the Red Priest was doing with Dondarrion, the Knights Without Banners. Anyways, or Brothers Without Banners. Okay, and then there's another one that still could happen that they haven't done it yet, and that's some White Walker fucking magic. That's going to be the one I don't want, because whenever the White Walkers turn you into a white, you're just a zombie. I don't want that for Jon Snow. Okay, the one that we now saw that they didn't do is he could have warged into Ghost. In the book, at least, spoiler, same thing happens, he died. He whispers or something the word Ghost, and he could have warged into Ghost. We now see that didn't happen, or at least that they didn't show it. So they probably should have showed it if it happened. So I'm just assuming it didn't happen. He's not inside Ghost, I'm pretty sure. So, that takes one off the table. We're running out of time. Resurrect Jon Snow. Come on. Okay. So, Ramsay's usually been the biggest, evilest motherfucker on the show. Maybe not like the biggest villain, like he's never been the Joker of the show, like Batman's main villain. Now that you're probably going to want to put that on Cersei or Tywin at one point, but now Tywin's dead. He's kind of always been like the evil motherfucker on the side who's chopping off dicks and fucking raping people and hunting people. He's always been the really sick motherfucker. So, when a really sick motherfucker gets put in his place, you gotta really look at the guy who's put in his place. What Roose Bolton said to him when he was like, it was so fucking sinister and evil, and he did it with like a dad's love, which is just creepier. When he's just like, you don't have an heir at all. If you don't have an heir, maybe Fat Walda's baby's gonna be a boy. I hope so, for your sake. Fuck, man, he's just a dick. He's just like, well, apparently you're a failure. I hope Fat Walda's baby I shoved inside her will be better. Like, Jesus. If my dad ever talked to me like that, I'd beat the shit out of him. Like, dude, what the fuck? You raped my mom under a tree and here I am. Like, this is some messed up stuff. Don't insult me like that. You gave me my real last name. At least show me some respect. I'm not a Snow anymore. No wonder why Ramsay's fucked up. Yeah, there you go. Let's gonna go nurture over nature for that one. I'm gonna blame Roose for Ramsay being all fucked up. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, what's going on in Dorne? So, the Sand Snakes are killing everybody. Ta-da! I think it's stupid. I don't care at all for that storyline. I don't care for that storyline. It hasn't given me any reason. I almost liked Oberyn's brother, the other Martell, but there was never really reason to really enjoy him, and then he died, and I was like, oh, that guy's dead. And then the other snakes go and kill, fucking Tristan. I don't give a shit about Tristan. Alright, maybe down the line I'm gonna care about what's going on in Dorne, but right now, I just don't. It was just like a reason to kill people. I get it that they're pissing off the Lannisters, something awful. And Jaime, what the fuck? Jaime, I don't get... This is a complete comment, not on the character, but on the TV show in general. I don't understand Jaime's arc at all. Go back to season 1. He was, I'll do anything for my family, I'll do anything for my sister / fuck buddy, and I'm kind of a prick. And I'm gonna stab Ned Stark. Okay, and then we're gonna skip to when, after he gets captured, and when Brienne's bringing him back, I think it's season 2 or 3 maybe, I'm not sure, it all kind of runs together. You get a bit of a redemption of Jaime. You do. He starts to actually care. And then once he gets back and his son / nephew, Joffrey's being a prick, you really see, like, maybe he doesn't belong in this family. And then he helps Tyrion escape. Although he doesn't know Tyrion's going to kill Tywin, but that's neither here nor there. You can see he actually is more than just a fuckhead and a villain. That there's something there that he's just cursed with being in love with Cersei. And I really liked that. I really liked that that was his flaw, was he was in love. He can't get it out of his system, he's just in love. I love that character. I don't know where he's been the last 2 seasons. Like, they set it up, and it was a really cool arc for this character, that he was cursed for being in love with this monster. And then what happened? Then he just became a fucking nobody. Like, he's just, alright, I'm gonna go Dorne. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Oh, my daughter's dead. We're gonna kill everybody. It's just not what we were promised with Jaime. It just dropped the whole arc. This whole arc of him becoming more than just a fuckhead. Now he's back to just a fuckhead. And maybe that's just me off. Maybe I'm wrong. I might be wrong. Maybe he's gonna come back and, fucking get better. But right now, he just seems like the character that they don't know what to do with, and they're just giving him stuff to do. And he doesn't really seem like a character anymore. He just seems like an actor with lines written to get to something. And I know that's what every character is. But there's a facade. There should be a facade with acting and characters and shit. And that's just not... Right now, it really just seems like plot device. That's what I'm looking for. He's just the writer's plot device to get stuff on. And he didn't do anything for me this episode. On top of all that is when that supposed to seem sinister line where he's like, "I'll get them all. They're all gonna pay." I'm like, fuck, man. Who cares? So I know, and I used to be a huge Jaime fan, and I'm so lost on caring about the Lannisters at this point. They just don't strike me as important characters right now, and hopefully they're going to get back to doing that, and hopefully they're going to be more important, but for this episode, they're an afterthought, and then that ties all in with the Dorne. Their whole Dorne stuff, don't care. Now, the Marjorie scene with High Sparrow, liked. I really liked that. That was a good scene. So don't take me out of King's Landing completely. I still want to see what's going on with High Sparrow and Marjorie, and I see that something's going to go on with Jaime go and talk to High Sparrow. I'm looking forward to that. That sounds really good. Okay, 60-minute video. These these episodes are really long. They shove a lot of stuff in them. Sorry. If you're still watching, kudos for you. Okay, so let's talk Daenerys. Really like that shit. That was probably some of my favorite stuff of this episode. It totally was. Right up there with the Wall. She's not saying anything, and all these Dothraki motherfuckers are like, blah, 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 anal sex, no, and just talking, and she's just like, ooh, you. But she's smart. She's not going to go, I'm the whatever to them. They don't mean shit. She's like, fuck it. Take me to your call. I know you will because I got white hair and I'm really weird. I know you're going to take me to a call. And as soon as he's like, no, and she's like, you know who the fuck I am? Like, dude, you know what? I'm the mother of goddamn dragons. Here are my 30 fucking names. Respect. Mic drop. And he's like, oh, your husband was a call. Well, you got to go back to Vos Dothrak and hang out with the rest of the widows. Backfired a little. So let's hope that goes on. Let's see. I want to know where that's going. And now end it with Meereen. I really like what's going on with Tyrion. And I know that's not exactly what's going on in the books, but I really like Tyrion just walking around with Varys. Some of my favorite characters, and together, they've always been my favorite. Together, they're just great. So, I can't wait to see what's going on in that. I don't know why the fuck all the boats are on fire. That wasn't really explained. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So, liked what's going on in Meereen and in Vos Dothrak. Don't really give a shit about Dorne or the Lannisters. I'm excited with the Wall. Curious about Bravos with Arya. Okay, there you go. Let me know what you guys think. Yeah, and I'm really excited for the rest of the season. Are you? All right, there you go. I got nothing else to say. Bye!